Have you seen what work God will accomplish in this group of people? God said, even in the millennial kingdom, people must still follow His utterances onward. And in the future, God's utterances will yet directly guide man's life in the good land of Canaan. When Moses was in the wild, God instructed and spoke to him directly. From heaven, God sent food, water, and manna for the people to enjoy. And today, it is still thus. God has personally sent down things to eat and drink for people to enjoy, and He has personally sent curses to chastise people. And so every step of His work is personally carried out by God. Today, people long for the occurrence of facts. They try to see signs and wonders, and it is possible that all such people will be abandoned, for the work of God is becoming increasingly real. No one knows that God has descended from heaven. They are still unaware that God has sent down food and tonics from heaven. Yet God actually exists, and the warm scenes of the millennial kingdom that people imagine are also the personal utterances of God. This is fact, and only this is ruling with God on earth. Ruling with God on earth refers to the flesh. That which is not of the flesh is not on earth, and thus all those who focus on going to the third heaven do so in vain. One day, when the entire universe returns to God, the center of His work throughout the cosmos will follow the voice of God. Elsewhere, some people will phone, some will take a plane, some will take a boat across the sea, and some will use lasers to receive the utterances of God. Everyone will be adoring and yearnful. They will all come close to God and congregate toward God, and will all worship God. And all of this will be the deeds of God. Remember this: God will never start again elsewhere. God will accomplish this fact. He will make all people throughout the universe come before Him and worship the God on earth, and His work in other places will cease, and people will be forced to seek the true way. It will be like Joseph. Everyone came to him for food and bowed down to him, for he had things to eat. In order to avoid famine, people will be forced to seek the true way. The entire religious community is starving, and only the God of today is the wellspring of living water, possessed of the ever-flowing wellspring provided for the enjoyment of man, and people will come and depend on Him. That will be the time when the deeds of God are revealed, and God is glorified. All people throughout the universe will worship this unremarkable man. Will this not be the day of God's glory? One day, old pastors will send telegrams seeking the water from the wellspring of living water. They'll be elderly, yet still they will come to worship this man, whom they despised. In their mouths they will acknowledge, and in their hearts they will be trusting. And is this not a sign and wonder? When the whole kingdom rejoices is the day of God's glory, and whoever comes to you and receives God's good news will be blessed by God. And these countries and these people will be blessed and cared for by God. The future direction will be thus: those who gain the utterances from God's mouth will have a path to walk on earth, and be they businessmen or scientists, or educators or industrialists, those who are without God's words will have a hard time taking even a single step, and will be forced to seek the true way. This is what is meant by With the truth, you will walk the entire world. Without the truth, you'll get nowhere. The facts are thus: God will use the way, which means all of His words, to command the whole universe and govern and conquer mankind. People are always hoping for a great turn in the means by which God works. To speak plainly, it is through words that God controls people, and you must do what He says, whether you wish to or not. This is an objective fact and must be obeyed by all, and so, too, is it inexorable and known to all.